Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome to Siyasat English News. I am Ayman Omar.
Former minister and ex-leader of opposition in Telangana Legislative Council, Muhammad Ali Shabbir, has strongly condemned the decision of the TRS government of converting regular employees of Makkah Masjid and Royal Mosque to outsourcing staff and demanded that the orders be withdrawn immediately. The Minorities Welfare Department has issued a circular converting the regular jobs of as many as 30 employees of two historic mosques, Mecca Masjid and Royal Mosque Public Gardens, into outsourcing or contract with effect from 31st of March 2021. This circular has created unrest among employees, their families and common Muslims in general. This circular should be withdrawn immediately, he demanded in an open letter to Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao on Wednesday. Telangana Governor Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan on Sunday made a telephonic call to Health Minister Itala Rajender and inquired about the surge in COVID-19 cases in the state. Expressing concern over the spurt in COVID-19 positive cases, the governor asked the minister about the status of the cases and the measures initiated for the prevention and treatment facilities. The minister apprised the governor of the series of steps like ramping up of the testing facilities, creating an app to alert the trace and the contacts, improving the facilities at the designated COVID-19 treatment hospitals in the state. The governor has also inquired about the status of large number of patients being put on ventilators in many hospitals. She pointed out that the early detection and treatment was vital to avoid further complications. She appealed to the people to strictly adhere to all the preventive norms like wearing masks, maintaining social distance, not encouraging the public gatherings, and the frequent washing of hands and using sanitizer in order to contain the spread of the pandemic. Medtronic Public Limited Company, the global leader in medical technology, today announced the inauguration of its newly expanded state-of-the-art Medtronic Engineering and Innovation Center in Hyderabad. The research and development facility was inaugurated by Industries Minister K.T. Rama Rao and his team of officials from the government of Telangana. Joining the event virtually were S. Aparna, Honorable Secretary, Department of Pharmaceuticals, Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, Government of India, Joel Reifman, U.S. Consul General of Hyderabad, and Jeff Martha, Medtronic Chairman and CEO. Key dignitaries present at the event were Jayesh Ranjan, Principal Secretary of the Industries and Commerce and IT, Government of Telangana, and Shakti Nagapan, Director of Life Sciences and Pharma, Government of Telangana. The 150,000 square feet center employs engineers currently in the areas of software development and testing, test automation, mechanical design and analysis, and hardware. COVID-19 second wave is increasing rapidly in Telangana state, causing much worry to the authorities. During the past 24 hours, 62,973 corona tests were conducted in the state. Of them, 1,321 persons tested positive according to the corona bulletin released by the Medical and Health Department here this morning. With this, the number of corona cases rose to 3,12,140 in the state. There are 7,923 active cases now. 5 persons died of corona on Saturday, bringing the total number of deaths to 1,717. Yesterday, 293 persons recovered from corona. As many as 3,886 patients are under home isolation now. In the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation limits, the incidence is increasing day by day. Yesterday, 320 persons were tested positive. Despite no wedding season, prices of retail chicken in the city have been increasing due to the rise in temperatures and the shortage of supply. Chicken traders claim that the transport charges have increased cost by 30%, while the price of the fodder has also risen by 40%. Egg prices in Hyderabad are also increasing due to the rise in demand, which has increased as people are advised to eat eggs to boost immunity from the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. Retailers predict that there could be an increase in the price of chicken in Hyderabad by further 30 to 40% due to shortage of supply and severity of the heat, which is resulting in the deaths of the birds. Telangana will likely witness thunderstorm with lightning during the next 24 hours and on April of 10th and 11th, the IMD said on Wednesday. Thunderstorm with lightning is likely to occur at isolated places in the districts of Kamareddy, Sangareddy, Vikharabad, Narayanpet, Vanaparthi, Mehbubnagar and Nagar Karnool of Telangana. As per the IMD report, thunderstorm with gusty winds along with lightning is likely to occur at isolated places in north coastal Andhra Pradesh and Yanam on 10th of April and 11th. It is likely to occur at isolated places in the same area during the next 24 hours and on 9th of April. Light to moderate rain or thunder showers is likely to occur at isolated places during the next 5 days. Dry weather is likely to prevail in south coastal Andhra Pradesh and Rayalaseema during the next 5 days. The Election Commission of India on Wednesday asked Trinamool Congress chief Mamata Banerjee to explain her stand on her alleged appeal for appeals on communal lines. The poll panel has asked her to respond to its notice within 48 hours. The EC notice comes after it received a complaint from the Bharatiya Janata Party, which alleged that on 3rd of April, Mamata Banerjee in her speech appealed to the Muslim voters not to let their vote be split among different political parties. The BJP alleged by stating this, Mamata Banerjee was openly demanding votes on communal grounds for the TMC. In its notice, the Election Commission said after examining an authenticated transcript of Mamata Banerjee's speech from the said date, it is of the view that she has violated the Representation of People Act 1951 and also the Moral Code of Conduct for Elections. Police in Haryana Sirsas used water cannon to disperse farmers after they tried to cross barricades when MLA Gopal Kanda arrived to cast his vote in polls for the Municipal Council Chairman's post on Wednesday. The farmers who are protesting against the 3 new farm laws brought in by the centre gathered near a location where police had placed barricades and raised slogans against Kanda. Sirsa Deputy Superintendent of Police Aryan Chaudhary said the protesters tried to the barricades when police tried to stop them. Police also said that on Tuesday, farmers had blocked BJP MP Nayab Singh Saini's car in Shahabad and even smashed its windscreen as he was about to leave a party worker's home. Earlier on Saturday, farmers held a protest ahead of Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar's visit to Rohtak, where police had to resort to lathi-charge and authorities had to shift the landing site for Khattar's chopper. The Iranian Foreign Ministry on Wednesday confirmed that authorities are looking into an explosion in the Red Sea that left a ship slightly damaged. Foreign Ministry spokesman Saeed Khatibzadeh said that no crew members were injured in the explosion on Tuesday night, but did not comment on reports that the ship was attacked by Israel, reports news agencies citing local media. The New York Times, citing an unnamed US representative, reported that Israel had informed the US that its forces had attacked the ship in response to previous Iranian attacks on Israeli ships. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu had blamed Iran for an explosion on an Israeli company's cargo ship in the Gulf of Oman in March. A spokeswoman for the Israeli military said that the army does not comment on foreign media reports. One of the most talented, sensational and controversial filmmakers in Indian film industry, Ram Gopal Varma, is known for making movies based on true stories and real-life incidents. Recently revealed that he might take up a project based on actor Sushant Singh Rajput's mysterious death case. Rajput passed away on 14th of June 2020. The Kedarnath actor was found hanging at his Bandra apartment in Mumbai. The death of the celebrated actor sent shockwaves throughout the country and the case was deeply investigated, first by the Mumbai police and later by the CBI. In an interview with the Times of India, Ram Gopal Varma was asked if he will take up Sushant deaths and its investigations as a part of his upcoming story, to which he replied, "It might or it might not. There are so many things to choose from on a relative level, for me at least. I think I might even take it up," he said. On the occasion of World Health Day, former India all-rounder Yuvraj Singh on Wednesday said that our greatest wealth is good health and urged people to stay physically and mentally healthy. Talking to Twitter, Yuvraj wrote, "Our greatest wealth is good health. This World Health Day make a promise to stay physically and mentally healthy. Let's thank all healthcare workers who have been working tirelessly to take care of us, and with many rising cases, please continue to take all precautions against COVID-19. Union Youth Affairs and Sport Minister Kiran Rijiju asked people to pledge to make the earth a better place to live in. That's it for today. Thank you, viewers.